Wow. Okay. So hello again. I don't know. What happened, guys. That's wild. Okay, so let's see. Now I probably won't have anybody. And I'm back. Live again. All right, I'm back. And I'm live. I don't know if I'm going to be live for very long. Hi, Remy. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to figure out how I can get it tweeted back out here, but I don't know. I may have lost everyone. Oh no. Hi, Rebecca. But Remy, it seems like it happens to me all the time. Well, I take that back. The first 2 live streams went flawlessly. But then the first live stream got deleted, so I'll never have that back. And then the third stream on, I think this is my 10th stream now. There's always been something happen. It freaks me out when that happens. I don't know what to do. Okay, so let me see if I can get, there's Crafty Creators and see if I can retweet myself. Whew. Man, this is crazy business. Okay, here we go. Retweet. Okay. Whew. I think that worked. I think I got myself retweeted, guys. It may just be the 2 of us, though. I may have upset the apple cart. Okay. There we go. Hello again. It's Monica. I'll just break out into song. As long as I don't sing and dance, you'll be okay. But if I start dancing, I can't make you any promises. Oh, wow. Thank you, Remy. I really appreciate that. If I knew how to make you a moderator, I would do that, but I don't know how to do that. I don't even know that helps you. I don't know how any of that works. Let's see. I got dots by your name. Hey, Remy. I just clicked on the dots and it made you a moderator. What does that mean? I don't know, but hey, you're important to me, so thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that. Does being a moderator give you superpowers? What kind of superpowers would you like? I'm a YouTube moderator. I don't know. Maybe you do get superpowers. Maybe I should Google that. Maybe I should make a quest to become a moderator. Oh, I think I'm a moderator over at Pusa Studios with Andrew and Ksenia, but I don't know what I'm doing. Adding people as a moderator helps you if you get trolls or need a link sent out. Mods can block people and post links. Oh, okay. Well, I did not know that. Thank you so much, Mr. Remy Moore. Now, wait a minute. Are we talking about the mean trolls that are hateful and make yucky comments, or are we talking about the cute, sparkly trolls from the movies? Because I like the cute, sparkly trolls. But I don't like the mean, hateful trolls that put bad comments on. So far, I haven't really had an issue with that. But I mean, I'm also not on here doing live streams all the time. So, yikes. I hope I don't get any kind of mean peoples. I don't like it when people get mean and hateful. I mean, life is too short for that. Yes, the mean ones that cause chaos. We can delete those comments. Yeah. I mean, my whole life is chaos, but it's a sparkly chaos with peace and love for everyone. So I hope that doesn't invite the mean trolls. But if you see a mean troll, do it, Remy, whatever that is. But thank you, seriously. I'm good with certain things, like tech related things when it's about my jewelry making, or when it's about my marketing experience with the social media and all that stuff. But man, you throw me on a live stream here at YouTube or Twitch, and I'm like, help me. Trolls will happen when you do lives. Well, apparently I'm not interesting enough for the trolls yet. So I guess that's a good thing, maybe. I mean, I tell everybody that keeps trying to invite me to do an interview on their channel, which you all have awesome channels, by the way, and thank you so much for requesting me. But I keep, telling everybody I'm boring, so I wouldn't be as exciting as the other guests that they have on there. So I guess that's why I'm safe from the trolls. They don't know me yet. They don't know to come looking. They don't seek me out. Look, I'm trying to be like a cat. I've got Willie, my kitten, on the brain, I guess. I've got kitten brain. Kitten brain. You're never boring. Thank you, Rebecca. Gosh, you're so sweet. I really hope you're feeling better, though. I know you said that you were having a rough day yesterday. We're supposed to get storms out here. Well, wait a minute. My phone gives me a weather forecast all the time, and it changes with the wind out here in El Paso. So let's see what it says as of 1:10 p.m. Well, now the thunder and lightning symbol is gone, so it doesn't look, it's just going to be partly cloudy all day, according to the telefono here. But the lightning and the rain and all that stuff now is going all the way through Friday of next week, as far as the 10-day forecast. Who knows, right, Rebecca? Hey, as long as I can bead and make my jewelry, I'm good. Rebecca's right. You always have a cheerful mood that is fun to be around. Oh, Remy, thank you. You all are precious. You're my preciousness. Have y'all ever watched Lord of the Rings? I gotta be careful with my references here, because I'm an old lady. I'm 45 years old, and there is no telling what you all are liable to hear. And if you don't understand it, it's either my accent, my crazy sense of humor, or the fact that I'm ancient. So if you don't understand something, let me know. I'll try to explain myself. But precious is from Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Well, I hope that made sense. Your rain dance failed, Rebecca. I clearly, back in my day, now we're talking about in the 80s, actually, literally in the 80s. I used to think I could dance. Man, I love to dance. Nowadays, I can't dance to save my life. If I were to dance, I'd probably have a stroke and wind up in the floor and never be able to get back up. So, that's Monica's dance, baby, is the head nod. Oh, Saturday Night Live. What was it? The characters, Will Ferrell and the other guy, the black-haired guy, and they would do, "What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more." Come on, let's all sing it together. Roxbury parody. Thank you, Remy. I appreciate that. I'll lend you my wheelchair. Oh, bless your heart. Well, hey, man, we could probably do something pretty cool with that. We'd have to figure out the routine, girl. Figure it out, baby. And we could make us sparkles with all our jewelry that we make, right? Sparkle it up, baby. And if that fails, I have glitter glue and all kinds of resin and stuff. We could really tweak that out. Woo. Uh-oh. The chat box went black. Oh, no. I hope it doesn't kick me off again. It may have. Oh, my goodness. It doesn't say that this is what's confusing. It still says I'm live over here. Oh, now the chat box is back. So I guess we're good. Remy, I know you said you tweeted that, but I know I tweeted it, unless my cell phone. No, okay, so it's tweeted. Are the birds talking? Are they tweeting to one another on the Twitter universe? The Twitterverse? Yep, I guess. All right, so before I get completely booted off here for the second time, maybe this is YouTube's way of saying, Monica, girl, you just don't have enough material there for a live stream, okay? So let's talk about markers. I have this lovely Artbin container. I hope you can see the whole thing. I can see it. Oh, this is for any of you card making peeps out there, or you just love your markers, so that you can put your Copic markers or your Spectrum markers, which I'll show you those here in just a moment. I actually have another one of these inserts to go, like if I take this out, I can put another one of these in here so that you can stick each individual marker in the holder here. I haven't used any of these before, but I thought I would try, because I teach classes here in El Paso. I wanted to have a way when I incorporate the card making stuff into my jewelry making classes, I like to take my markers with me. So rather than carrying all of these individual packages like that, I thought I would get this and fill it up. Now, the only thing I don't have are my Wink of Stella glitter markers. That's my glitter markers. So this I will be filling up later after I do the live stream. And I don't know. I think this is lying to me. It's telling me I'm live, but I don't see anything. Well, I'll just keep talking. I never see anyone else that has a live stream get booted off the way that I'm having this problem. So I am live. Okay, thank you, Remy. God love you. I love you, Remy. You and best friend in your thread, man. You're like keeping me together. Although she didn't come back, so she's probably like, I just don't have time for that. That's just too much chaos. Okay. So this might be where it gets boring for you guys if you're not into any kind of markers or card making or whatnot. So if I'm talking to myself, if you need to go, Remy and Rebecca, I completely understand. I thank you so very much for showing up to not just one, but 2 live stream attempts today. I'm hoping that eventually this crazy thing will work out, because it's so frustrating, and I don't know, when it blows up, I don't know what to do with myself. So I'm going to talk about my Spectrum markers now. So anyway, in the container, here, I'll prop this up. Let's see. Can I prop it up? Well, I can't. I'll push it back here. There you go. So the container back here that I will be filling up later on has, or it will have, Spectrum markers in it. Now this is the Aqua series. So for those of you who might not be into card making or drawing or anything like that, these will actually lend themselves to like a watercolor effect. The Aqua series, it's got they're different sets of colors and everything, but this is the primary color set, which has, I forget now, is it 12? Yeah, it's 12. So you get 12 markers. Oh, it says it on the package. Oh, Monica, I just entertain myself all the time. So anyway, this is the Aqua, the primary colors. It's got all kinds of blues and purples, and then your reds, and oranges and yellows. So maybe you can see it better that way. There you go. That might be a better view. That's your primary colors. That's the kind that I use all the time. And then I have what's called the Essentials. Now this, you might not be able to see this too well because it's in the package, but this also has 12 markers. This has like your blacks, your grays, your browns. It has another version of orange. It even has a white marker, which I haven't used that before. Let's flip it over. You have kind of a moss green, kind of a beige color, a lighter yellow, nature. So this one has like a more vibrant colors, but sort of earthy tones. So you've got a lot of orange tones in here, some browns, another beige, and kind of a maize yellow. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but like corn yellow, like in the fall, which really this is what this set reminds me of, is fall. Then you have some blues and greens and some purple and another, I think that one is brown. Boulder. Like a boulder, like a rock. They have the names on each of the individual markers and stuff. So that is the nature set. And again, all of these have 12 in their packages. And this one is my favorite because it's a brighter, more vibrant color than the primaries, but it has a lot of pinks and purples and stuff. This one is the floral. Again, it has 12 markers in it. Let me turn it to the side. See how bright that pink is right there? Oh, that was a real good look, wasn't it? There's the pink. I love that color of pink. And then they've got peach and yellows and orange. And then let's flip it over. Some more purples and stuff, but they're just more, they're brighter. And I really love that when I'm making cards and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Now they're thick like the Copic markers, which if you've never used any of these markers, I've never used the Copics, but they're really nice markers. Now this bag has got all kinds of individual packages for sparkle markers in the Spectrum set. The Spectrum collection. This is Spectrum Noir. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's sparkle. And I have several different colors. Now it's going to tell you what the colors are. Like this one says rose quartz and something about lightning bolt and spectrum blue. But it has a little swatch down here. These are the pastels. When you use these to color anything or write, it has a little bit of glitter in it. So if you have used the Wink of Stella markers, this is something that's kind of similar, except it has a lot more pigmentation to it. So I really like these. But I got one. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be Sparkle by Monica over at my other channel and in my everyday jewelry making and crafting life if I didn't get the Sparkle series of the Spectrum markers, right? I mean, really, I have to be true to myself, y'all. So we got the Pastel Sparkle. And then we have the Winter, what is it? Winter Warmers Sparkle. This has like a red and green and blue, so kind of Christmassy, I guess. And again, it's the Pigment Plus. The Sparkle series is the best. Yes, Remy. But the pigment is, it's very pigmented, but then you've got that sparkle in it. It's just beautiful. I love it. This one is the clear overlay. So like when I use it's the clear Wink of Stella marker to just go over what I've already colored, or if something has a color already, maybe I've printed something out, or it's a piece of cardstock that already has a really pretty pattern to it, but it just needs a little sparkle. You can use your Wink of Stella, the clear. It's kind of like a white. It doesn't have pigment to it at all. It's just a clear ink with glitter in it, a really fine glitter. So it's not going to be very chunky and everything. The Sparkle Spectrum Noirs, that's what this clear overlay is. So it gives you 3 of them because, you'll probably use that a lot. And I love to just take regular cardstock that already has the patterns, like I said earlier, and just go over, different areas of it. And that just jazzes up whatever I'm making, especially when I do like, let's see, I'm going to turn my back on you, but I'll come right back unless YouTube kicks me off. These, for my jewelry making. Some of you that, I don't know, actually, it says I've got 7 people on here, but I'm only seeing Remy talk. So if I'm missing anyone that's trying to talk to me, I'm so sorry. I do apologize. It says it's live. And the numbers keep fluctuating up here, but I'm just seeing Remy. Hello, Remy. So if I miss anybody, I'm so sorry. But anyway, if you watch my Sparkle by Monica channel and you've seen some of the packaging, the videos that I've done for that, like tutorials and things on packaging up my jewelry, I will use cardstock and cut out something that I like. Like this has kind of a vintage look to it. It's kind of beige, but it has a lot of different words on it and everything. So if I wanted to, I could take my sparkly clear marker and hit different word, like this large word right here. I could go over with the clear sparkle marker and it just makes it pop from the cardstock. So I love to do that kind of stuff all the time. And I have several different versions of I just got it all. I never know what mood I'm going to be in when I'm making my jewelry or doing my packaging. So I have to have it all, baby. Okay, so this is the next one. This is called Glitz and Glamour. Now, this is kind of reminiscent to me of like your makeup. I don't even wear makeup. I mean, I put on lips today and mascara. I do apologize. I'm not a makeup person, so God forbid whatever you're liable to see here. But this reminds me of makeup for whatever reason. I guess it's because it's just really vibrant colors, but there's a turquoise blue, that purple, and that bright pink. And the pink and the blue color are my brand colors for my Sparkle by Monica. So I love it. And yes, there's more. There's 3 more packages. Can you believe it? So we had the winter warmers. This is called Summertime, and it has a pink and a blue, but it's a different shade or different tone, rather. I'll put them side by side. It's hard to tell with the packaging like that, but it is different. And then instead of a purple color, it has a green. It's kind of like a bright grassy kind of green, hence the Summertime. So I really like that set. I like them all. I mean, I don't really favor one over the other. And like a pumpkin spice color. I think it literally says, okay, so smoked quartz is like the brown. And then Spectrum Spice is that orange. And I can't read the one that's the green, but it's kind of like a mossy olive green. Very pretty for fall. And the last one, very pale blue. This is almost like having, well, you know, actually that may be peach. This is almost like having the Perfect Pastel set, if you can see that. However, this is peach, whereas this is pink. Then you got the yellow, and then this is kind of a greenish blue, whereas this is more of a robin egg blue, but in a pale way. And then this is more of a purpley color. So they kind of lend themselves to different things, different vibes that you're going for. But they all work for me. So that is my Spectrum marker collection that I have. And I think I might be missing one package. I don't have one actually. I think it's called the Naturals. Wait a minute. Okay, so this is Nature. I forget exactly what they call it, but it's like a skin tone set. So it has all of your beiges and your browns, so that you can do different types of skin tones if you're doing like portraitures and things like that, which I will never be using it for because I cannot draw. But that's the only one that I don't have. Now I do create clip art and I make digital art with clip art, but that's totally different. So I don't really have a need for that skin tone set unless I expand to something else eventually. Who knows? But you never know what I'm liable to get into. That's it on my Spectrum markers, but I think all of them might fit in this one container. And I think I was talking about this in the first stream. If I go to teach any of it's like a mixed media class where I'm teaching you how to make jewelry with lovely beads and things like you see behind me. But we also might do a card. That's where having my markers all in one thing that I can just take with the handle. that's very handy because I try to make kits when I go and teach classes. So I might use like a box, and I'll have little Ziploc bags with, let's say it's an earring class, for instance. And you see all these little parts? You probably can't see them, but you can hear them, right? So all these little parts. So if we're going to be making 2 pairs of earrings, I go ahead and I pull out all of the individual parts, some beads and things, and I put them into little Ziploc bags. Well, instead of having, 50 bazillion of those little Ziploc bags, I'll throw them all into one of my boxes here. That way I know this is where all of my kits are. And I put that in my little rolling travel bag when I go to teach classes, or in my carry-on, depending on, how big the class is going to be. That way it's a little bit more organized, and I know where my kits and things are. So that's the premise of having markers in that container, because then if it's a mixed media class, I know to just grab this thing too and throw it in my bag, in my rolling bag, or in my carry-on bag, whatever you want to call it. It's a bag with wheels or not. Ugh, man. Well, I haven't heard anything from anyone in a while. I hope I've not put you all to sleep. The 7 is down to 1, so I don't know who may still be here, but thank you for hanging out with me, and thanks, Remy and Rebecca, for coming back. I still don't know why I got kicked off the first time around. Hi, Remy! Thank you so much for hanging out. I guess I wasn't interesting enough for anyone else to come back, but I'm so thankful that you guys are here. we got to discuss our markers. I would have had Willie up here, but this room is actually upstairs. He is out because he's just been so crazy. See, what happens is he stays up during the night and drives me crazy and bites me and scratches and claws me and everything because we're playing and stuff. And then he winds down long about, I don't know, 9:30 or 10:30. And Remy, when I hopped onto your stream, he had just fell out last night. So I was trying to get caught up on editing and everything. And so what happens is he'll do that, and he'll be up for most of the day, and then he just kind of crashes out. So today he's kind of flip-flopped his schedule. So I'm anticipating that since he's asleep right now, he'll probably be out for another, I guess, hour or so, that he'll want to be revved up and ready to go for the rest of the night. And, I don't know. I thought little kitty cats would play an hour and sleep an hour and play an hour and sleep an hour, but not him, not Willie. Uh-oh. What happened? Whoop, there we go. He would be in kitty heaven in that room, and you would be in cleaning heaven later. Yes. It'll be a long time before he can come in here. Actually, he did sneak up here on me. I have a large box that I, in some of my other videos, you may have noticed a big pegboard type thing where I talk about that's my craft fair setup. And I can take those panels off and put them down inside this large cardboard box. So all four of those panels will fit in there. So that box actually fits in the staircase that leads up here to this level. So I finally figured out, instead of just putting it at the very front step because it's still low enough on the side for him to jump up, I put it up, like, I think I've got it on the 3rd or the 4th step, and he can't get through there. So the very first night do that is because he did sneak his way upstairs and he got in my room, and I didn't realize it until I had a cat on my shoulder. So I'm like, no, we can't have you in here, Mr. Willard. He's Willard when he gets in trouble. He's Willie when he's, not in trouble for anything. So he's got all kinds of nicknames already. I named him after Willie Nelson. I don't know if you knew that, Remy, but I kept struggling with names for him, and it's odd because he's the first cat that it's been hard for me to come up with a name for him. Just instantly upon seeing the other cats, I had a name for everyone, but not for him. We adopted him from the Humane Society here in El Paso, So they already give them a name, and his name was Pedro, but he just did not look like a Pedro to me. So of course I'm trying to think of all the orange names, because he's a ginger kitty, and everything was either food related, like macaroni or noodle or something like that. And I can't name him Pumpkin or Pumpkin because my little pumpkin cat's the one that passed away 2 years ago, and can't do that. Blinky is the one that just passed away this March. So, all my names that just normally have popped into my head like that for him, just what they weren't fitting. But then, I don't know, like the third day, I think, that we had him, for some reason, Willie Nelson's face just, boom, flashed up, and I thought, oh, I've got to call him Willie. So that's why. But once after I got the name Willie in my mind, I started really looking at him, and he's got those eyes. Willie Nelson has kind of an oddness about his eyes, and they're kind of large eyes. And Willie has that. So I think that's why it just popped up. Willie sounds cool. Yeah, well, I like Willie Nelson's music. So, and he's always on the move. So that song "On the Road Again," I mean, I guess that's why it was taking me a while to think up a name, because Willie Nelson's influence was floating around in the ether out there and had to take its time to pop in there for me. But boy, it fits him, because, I mean, we've got all kinds of nicknames now that involve Willie. But Willard is when he's in trouble, which I've had to use quite frequently here lately. I don't know. I'm going to have to start getting some gauze or something, because we're going to have to bandage ourselves up. He wants to bite everything. And before I changed, this is a shirt. I just did a video on this shirt, and you'll see it Monday if you come back to this channel here at Crafty Creators. But this is the Crafty Creators shirt. This is one of them anyway. But I had on a different shirt before I started doing this live stream, and it has strings that are from up here, and it hangs down, I don't know, about that far. Whew. He was chewing on those strings and just playing with them like crazy. So, cats or kittens in particular are going to be like that. But the two girls, they're staying outside. They don't want to have anything much to do with them. Simone will come to the door and she'll howl. And I've got a little kitten leash. Believe it or not. Yes, Remy, I got this kitten on a kitten leash. It's actually like a little harness. And then you just click the leash line to it so that I can let him go outside and investigate, the backyard, and check the girls and all that stuff. And if things get too dangerous, I can pull him back with that. Uh-oh. Wow, the stream box went away. Oh, okay. So you've got a harness and a leash for Pearl. How does Texas compare to Tennessee? Nothing compares to Tennessee, Remy. I miss my Smoky Mountain home, guy. I really love it over there. It's it's more green. You get the number one thing that I miss about being out west as long as we have now is the change in season for fall, because back there in Tennessee, we were only about 35 or 40 minutes away from Gatlinburg. I don't know if you've been there. You probably have. Dollywood and all that, Pigeon Forge, Townsend area. And there's a crisp smell to the air in the fall that you just cannot, it's not replicated anywhere I've been. I miss that. I love the cool, crisp air and that smell that's in the air. When we lived in Yuma, Arizona, before we came here to Texas, that's low desert, so we were actually below sea level, and man, it would be 120, 125 degree weather out there. Not a whole lot of humidity unless it was during the monsoon season. Yes, the crisp and the fresh air. I miss it so much. But Yuma, Arizona, they have agriculture there, if you can believe it or not, because they have canal watering in certain locations for the agriculture, because it's the lettuce capital, if you can believe that. They actually had a really bad problem with their lettuce here, 3 or 4 months ago, or maybe it's been 6 months ago now. with that E. coli in the lettuce. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. But anyway, when it would rain in Yuma, which was rare, there was just a dirty sand smell, and I hated it. Oh my gosh. And it hardly ever rained, but then if it did rain and it was during the monsoon season, which was, I think collectively for the year, you get less than half an inch of rain for the year. Okay. But during that monsoon season, if it rains, sometime it would flood the streets because we were below sea level. In a lot of areas, it would just totally flood you out. So I don't miss that. But the smell of the rain, it just hit all this. We had sand dunes there, and where my house was not next to the sand dunes, but it still had that dirty sand smell when it would rain. So I didn't like that. And they don't have a change of season really in Yuma, so it would be really hot, and then it would be very pleasant. Like the winter time is 70 degrees. So that's when we would go and we would look like go and explore old gold mines and things that had been shut down for years, and explore the sand dunes and all that stuff when it was cool and the rattlesnakes weren't out. So that was fun. But here in Texas, we have a little bit, we're a higher elevation, like a higher desert. So we have a little bit of change of season here. So that is reminiscent of Tennessee, and I enjoy that. The trees are larger here. We have some evergreen trees here. So when it rains here, like it's supposed to rain from here through now, it's not quite the same, but I'll take what I can get. So I like that here. And it's a high desert, so it's a little bit cooler in the winter. Well, it's a lot cooler because we can get down in the 20s here. It's not quite as hot as Yuma during the summer. I think the hottest it's been here so far for me, I've only been here for 3 years. I think it got up to 108 once during the summer here. Whereas in Yuma, I think the hottest I remember it being in Yuma was 125 or 126. But the humidity is a difference. Here, the humidity is worse than in Yuma. But here in El Paso, the humidity is still nowhere near the humidity in Tennessee. So, Remy, you can understand humidity, right? I know. The first time you went to California, you couldn't believe how far you could see. I'm so used to the pine trees everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. I know. 125 blew my mind. But what's funny is, the day that it was 128, it was 128 degrees. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's hot when you step out, especially I'm so fair skinned. I'm like instant burn. But because the humidity was 10-15%, you could breathe, even though it was hot. So that saying it's a dry heat, yeah, but you could breathe. If it was, 128 degrees in Tennessee, I mean, people would be dead in 5 seconds because of the humidity. With the heat and the humidity, instant, death. I honestly believe that. When we went on that road trip back in May, it about killed us. And I think, it rained the whole week we were there. Go figure. The first time I've been home in 6 years. But it's the humidity just blew my mind. My hair was so soft, and I had forgotten about that. I forgot what soft hair was like because it dries my hair out a lot out here. Well, you can tell right now. Don't look too closely at my hair. I need to get my hair dye back out of the box, I guess. I've only dyed my hair one time in my life, and clearly I need to continue doing so because I can see all these gray hairs. Every time I get on do a tutorial or a live stream or something, I'm like, psh, it's all gray, man. It's great. Birth, I guess, and my hair's so crazy, it's wild, it's just insane. But now actually, and that brings up another thing, since moving to the desert, I have had to start layering my hair. Well, you can see, actually I layered my own hair, so don't look too closely at it. But when the beauticians do it, it's beautiful. Hey, Rebecca's back. Yay, Rebecca. Mwah. Thank you so much, girl. I thought I ran everybody off. Poor Remy. He's been listening to me about all of my markers and everything. I don't know. Maybe if you're interested in that, you might want to watch whenever this thing becomes a video. But yeah, my hair, I don't know. I need to dye it. I keep talking to this beautician here in town that, oh, you had to go eat. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of on the hungry side myself. I'll be getting off here in just a few minutes myself because I have to check on Willie and I have to get a little snack. Probably have to get some crackers because you can't eat anything around this cat. He's up in your face the whole time that you're trying to eat because he's just curious about everything. But there's a girl here that she's very talented. And when she layered my hair last year, that's how bad I am about going to get my hair done. Because I cut my own bangs and now I'm even dyeing my own hair and putting layers in my own hair. But the point being is that my hair has so much natural curl to it and everything, even though it's dry as a bone right now, that you can't really mess it up. Well, I mean, I probably could, but I was brave and went ahead and did it. Now, I clearly did not do it correctly because I did it the ponytail method, like you bring all of your hair to the front of your head and you clip it off, and then you get it in sections and do it again. And I mean, it worked, but it's not professional. So anyway, I told the gal once this hair dye job that I did back in May, because I did it on my birthday when I turned 45. I figured it was time to wash that copper. Well, I had copper and even some black hair and stuff all kind of mixed in here. And then when I hit 45, I'm like, I can't even call that translucent anymore. It's just gray. It's just gray, Monica. Okay? It's gray hair. So I did the box job on it. And I mean, it turned out well for nice and easy. It was nice and easy. I know I said that before, but it was. I didn't turn out with purple hair or anything. Although that might be an improvement. Maybe I should go with purple. But no. Anyway, I keep telling Jessica Murillo, she's a really talented beautician out here. And I keep telling her once this kind of fizzles out a little bit more, I'm going to get her to do it. I'm just going to have to maintain my hair. My husband gets his hair done more than I do. He goes, I think he goes like every month and a half to get a haircut. I mean, he doesn't have his hair dyed or anything like that. But he goes and gets his hair cut because he doesn't trust me to take the shears to his hair. I can do it. I did it one time before and he wound up bald, but he wanted to be bald. My favorite color, purple. Yes. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should do blue. I think blue might be okay since I have blue eyes. But if I went purple, I don't know. But I love the is it ombre? I don't remember what exactly it's called, but the girls that have the rainbow effect in their hair, like they have literally the colors of the rainbow, but not the harsh rainbow. It's like the pastel rainbow, and it kind of fades out towards the end. I love that look. Man, if that would look pretty on me, I would love to wear that, but I don't want to tempt fate. I'm too old for that stuff anyway, I guess. So I'll just stick to my beads over here if I want something rainbow. I have had fire truck red and metallic blue hair? Remy? You're wild. Woo! You're wild, dude. I love it. Ooh, I bet that metallic blue was pretty on you. I bet that was pretty cool. My hair, it's a lighter, like grayish. I don't know. I'm trying to point at it here. I mean, you can see it there, but it's still that medium blonde is the box that I used. That was in May, and it's supposed to be something that you have to keep up every 4 weeks, like every month. But I'm bad. You used to have red highlights, Rebecca? Ooh, Rebecca, you're beautiful. So anything will look pretty on you. But me, yeah. Well, she did tell me when I asked her about the color of hair that I should do, because back in the day, my hair was like really red, and then underneath was deep copper color. And then over time, I think in maybe my mid 30s, well, actually not even mid 30s, like late 30s, so 38 and on, very quickly my hair, the redness in my hair has just started to fade out to more of a blondish color. Um, so, I figured at age 45, man, it's time for me to put some color back on because I'm already so pale. I don't want to be washed out all the time. And I don't wear makeup unless I come on here like to you guys, and put on lipstick and some mascara because I hate wearing makeup. And I don't even know how to put it on half the time, even though I love to watch the makeup tutorials on all these different channels. I just feel like, I love to make everyone else sparkle. That's why I make jewelry, because I like to make everyone else feel special. But I don't feel the need to put it on myself, so therefore I don't know how to do it. And I didn't grow up with a mother figure, so there wasn't any of this let's play makeup and all of that stuff. That makes two of us. Well, Rebecca, you're beautiful. Every picture I see of you, you're just absolutely stunning. So you're such a sweetie. You're a beautiful girl. You don't even need makeup. But I do, because I'm so washed out, at least need to put on some lips and like mascara. Although you can't really tell that I have the mascara on. But now if I didn't come on here with mascara, you'd be like, girl, she doesn't have any eyelashes. She had an alien. Where'd her eyelashes go? So that's really the only things that I will do because, well, one, I don't know what I'm doing. But two, I just feel like y'all need to have a little bit of, so you can tell that there's a person here. Because if my hair's faded out and my skin's faded out and my face is faded out, then, where is Monica? I don't even see her sitting there. Ah, Crafty Mommy! Hello, Miss Stacy. Aw. Well, hello. Stacy, you're beautiful. Oh, we are all beautifully unique. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much, Stacy, for stopping by. I think this is the first time you've been able to hop on the stream. The first time I had the stream, we had several people in here, but YouTube went offline or something, so I had to come back to this one. I'm fixing to get off of here, though. We talked about spectrum markers, Crafty Mommy. You might be interested in that. I showed all of my little packages. I'm going to be putting those in my Artbin container for when I teach classes. That way they're portable. So you might be interested in that. Oh, well, guys, I think it's coming up on 49 minutes for this second attempt here. I don't know of anything else. Oh, yes, Remy, you're so creative. You're so talented with your music and everything. And I love how you tell a story within the music that you make. And your videos are just mesmerizing to watch. So thank you, Crafty Mommy. Take care. Mwah. Thank you for showing in. You're showing up here at the crazy streams that I have. I appreciate it. That would be really entertaining. All of your stuff is entertaining anyway. I am looking forward to being able to use the two tunes that you made for me in the different, either the Crafty Creators or the Sparkle by Monica. But I've also got to kind of weave it in with like another musical element so that it'll all tie in together for some of my longer videos and things. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got a lot to learn, though, about editing because I still use Windows Movie Maker. So I'm still old school on that. I've been thinking about making a Draw My Life series. Yes, I love those. And I don't know if you watch ASMR. I'm a real big proponent for that. That actually helps me get to sleep, especially because I'm so creative that I seem like my mind is always going. So since I have found ASMR, that's a way for me to sort of, come down and chill out so that I can go to sleep, especially when I'm really stressed out. I can listen to something like that and go to sleep easier, or just calm down if I need to calm down. But some of the ASMR people have done the Draw Your Life series, and they're so interesting because a lot of things you would just never know about people unless they're telling you their stories. And it's so interesting that they can put that to art. And because I'm such a creative person, I really enjoy that element. So I think that would be great. Yeah, so definitely do that, Remy. That would be cool. All right, guys. So it's 50 minutes now, and I guess I have kept you guys as long as I possibly can. I really appreciate you all coming. Hopefully, I say this every time because I experience a glitch on every stream. It seems like today was something different, a new glitch. But hopefully, eventually, I might have a glitch-free stream like I seem to see everyone else have. Remy, your stuff doesn't ever seem to fizzle out. So, why? Why is it just mine? When I've been on James's stream, his streams seem like they go on forever. Some of his stuff can be a little pixelated, like when he's in his car or whatnot, but he doesn't seem to ever get kicked off. So maybe it's just because this is a brand new channel and YouTube's like, no, we're going to kick her off, man. We don't want her talking about her markers or her jewelry making or her gray hair. Or her kitty cat nursery that she's running downstairs. Yeah, yours have given you. Well, then I've not seen those then, because the ones that I've seen is just smooth sailing with Remy Moore. I'm all sitting over here jealous, like, well, he's got a good sound and he's got a good picture, and he didn't have, none of his stuff got kicked off, and he's got more than one person showing up that's actually talking to him and people can hear him. Mine is like, good Lord, woman, unmute your microphone. What's going on with your lighting? What the heck? You just disappeared on us, Oh, you delete your bad ones. Okay. Well, maybe I should just delete all mine then. On this new channel, though, I want to kind of keep them on here because it's the only thing helping with the watch minutes, because it's so brand new. I'm the same way. I see people like Rant Jams and I get jealous. I'm like, man, they have 800 windows open in a smooth stream. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I can't have, because this computer has slowed down so much, I can only have one or up to, I think the most I've had is 5 or 6 tabs. The very first video that I did was it's like a live stream because it was through Google Hangouts, but it was where I was showing the website, so I had to have those tabs open. And every time I went to a new tab, I noticed it was a little bit slow to open. So past 5 or 6 tabs, no, it'll just completely, yeah. Oh, 4 tabs for you. So yeah, I don't know. Everyone, what is that? The grass is always greener on the other side, so when I go on to everyone's streams, I'm like, oh man, how awesome. And I haven't even had the time since I've had Willie, especially, to get on to people's live streams as much as I had been back in February. March really was when I was in a lot of people's different streams. So I've been trying to make a point to hop in and at least just, watch a little bit, like I did with you last night, Mr. Remy, when Willie the cat would allow me. I'm trying to learn from you guys if I hear anyone talking about, well, this piece of equipment did this, or, this is, you hit this pop-out chat window to do that, or whatever the different tips are, so that I can try to avoid these different glitches and things. But I still have glitches, so I guess that's just going to be me. Glitchy Monica. So at least it'll keep us entertained, maybe. Thank you so much, too. That was a pleasant surprise when you stopped by. Well, I was just happy that I got to see you guys. I always miss everybody's live streams. Even when I'm doing this one, I'm trying to do it every week on Wednesday at 12:30 my time. But there's so many different people that have live streams. Obviously, they're going to want to go, to whoever's live streams where they get. I guess the whole point for most of everyone is they go into these live streams so that they can interact with people. And the ones that are trying to do it in the sense of just getting support and everything, that's really, they want to be on those streams that get a lot of people in the streams. And I'm just not there yet, especially here at this new channel. So, I can understand that. But I don't want to delete my previous streams and stuff that have ended terribly. and I've had to restart. I think I've had to restart 2 now. This will make the 3rd. I don't want to delete those because then that takes the watch time off of this new channel. So I'm trying to get that built up. So I think I've heard before people that don't like a particular live stream or something, they make it private so it still keeps their stats in there as they're trying to build that up. So I may do that. I don't know. But I wish that they had a better way to edit out things, because when I try to go into the YouTube editor to take out and use that split feature, it's not as simple as using the split feature in editing at the Windows Movie Maker. And yes, I'm old school. I'm still using Windows Movie Maker. Oh, okay. So yeah, make it private and it'll save your watch time. Well, with this brand new channel, I'm trying to get it built up. With the Sparkle by Monica channel, I mean, I have the watch time, but I'm always riding the edge. You know, it's always just, you know, within 1,000 watch minutes, or not 1,000. Yeah, actually it is 1,000 watch minutes of taking me off the goal there. The 240,000, is it? Yeah. So I'm always riding the edge on that over there. But here at the brand new channel, I mean, it's so new. I'm just trying to show up in a search for crafts, or trying to show up in the search for arts and crafts or something. So I don't want to take my content off. So I'll save it on there, but I'll make it private because a lot of those are where I'm just flustered with whatever the glitch was. Something else too that I've noticed people talk about in their streams, they don't actually come to their live streams with a topic. They just come on and act as like a host, and then all the activity is going in the chat window with people. So I guess you're of two schools of thought. You know, you're that kind of person that just comes to a chat because you see it's live, and you go and see how many people are talking to each other over there so that you can support each other if that's your thing. And then there's the other kind of people that are actually there because they want to see whatever the topic of the live stream is. And I'm the kind of person that I feel like you won't want to come and see my live stream unless I have a topic, hence the aqua markers or the spectrum markers. So I try to come up with topics so I don't feel like I'm boring everybody to death. But the first 20 or 30 minutes has been talking about glitches. So at the bare minimum, if I can teach you guys, or you can teach me about how to handle glitches, at least, you know, we'll have that topic of discussion. And then for anybody else that's here, you know, for activity in the chat, maybe eventually, you know, if it becomes an interesting place for people that want to listen to me, blah, 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 or they talk to each other, then, you know, go for it. But until then, I'll be here every Wednesday, 12:30 Mountain Time. So I guess that's it, guys. That's all I've got to talk about. Thanks again, Rebecca and Crafty Mommy and Best Friend in Your Thread and Remy and Sim Cooking. Oh, and I forgot. Cryptics, Amber, and there was 2 other people. And then the people that were here that did not say hello to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I know there's several people that they tell me all the time, hey, you know, I like just watching. I don't want to interact. And that's fine. Whatever floats your boat. I'm open to it all. I always have a good time watching your streams. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I feel like I don't ever have anything to offer because all the glitches happen. So I really appreciate your patience. I did at least get the markers in on the second go around. So at least there's that. If I could figure a better way to edit out all the other superfluous, you know, crazy talk, then I would do that. Although I did have somebody last week tell me that they like when crazy stuff happens to me because it's interesting. I don't find it interesting because it's flustering. Frustratingly flustering, if that's even a term. But I am going to head off here too, Remy. Yes, go eat some food. Thank you again for stopping by. If you haven't already, hit the like button. I would appreciate that. And if you can, if you don't mind, if you can pop back over when this becomes a video to leave a comment on it and let other people know how much chaos that you enjoyed here at the Crafty Creators channel, I would appreciate that. Hopefully, I'll get out of the pattern of chaos. Some chaos is good. Crafty chaos, I really enjoy that when I'm making a project because it makes the artwork more interesting, even when I make jewelry. I never know which way it's going to go, even though I start out with a plan. So ultimately, some chaos is good, but not technical chaos. I don't like that. I don't like technical glitches. So, enjoy your day today, guys. It looks like what was going to be a stormy day here is not going to be. So, I'm going to put little Willie on his leash if he's awake and go out and see if I can introduce him again to the girls, get him more acclimated and familiar with them. And then I've got to figure out something to cook for supper. So, enjoy the rest of your day. Hit the like button. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. And if you are a fellow crafty creator, please feel free to share the channel and the social and crafty creators hashtag. So if you want to use any of that stuff when you're passing the word along to your artists, crafters, performers, anyone that like a DIY, they make their own videos and all that stuff, please feel free to pass that along. I'm trying to get the word out. It's very slow going, as you guys know, if you're a YouTube creator, but I'm also on all these other platforms too. And hopefully it's good content, at least the filmed content, maybe not the live streams. Bye, Rebecca. Have a great day, girl. Bye, Remy. Have a great afternoon yourself. Enjoy. But yeah, please pass the word for the crafty creators and enjoy whatever art that you're making, because that is what it's all about, is to have fun and enjoy your art form, whatever you like to pursue in your hobby. And if it is a hobby that's transitioned into a business, whatever that is, if you're selling at craft fairs or if you are, selling to boutiques like I do with my handmade jewelry, if you're a teaching artist and that is what you do, you teach your craft, enjoy that. It's there's some elements of some stress that can be involved when you are maybe a YouTube creator and you're trying to promote yourself and get your content out there, but don't lose focus of what is really important, which is enjoying why you have that YouTube channel, why you have that passion and that drive for whatever your YouTube channel is about, for whatever your craft is that you make, for whatever your talent, your art form is. So just, stay jazzed up about that. Try not to let the negativity get to you if you're feeling like you're under pressure for watch time or subscribers, the dreaded word subscribers. Enjoy it. That's what I'm trying to do here, especially with this new channel, is I'm trying to just put out content that I think will be helpful and beneficial to you guys, my fellow crafty creators, because I know what it's like to transition from a hobby to a business, but also just enjoying your hobby. It doesn't have to be about a business, but also a third layer of having a YouTube channel. And it's funny because in this whole process from being an older YouTube channel and now starting this new YouTube channel, it's been reminding me of when I first began all those years ago, the Sparkle by Monica YouTube channel. So just stay positive, have fun. And it's going to take hard work if you're serious about promoting your YouTube content and just, like your artwork and yourself, your talents and everything. But don't let it get you down. And if you are hitting like a creative block, then hop onto these types of live streams with other crafty creators. Talk in the forum at the website there. I've got your different crafts available that you can talk about specific to your category that you enjoy, or just in general to your crafty creators. Come onto the Facebook group and post your questions or talk about whatever project that you're working on, and hopefully that will help to get your creative juices flowing again if you're having a writer's block or a creative block of some sort, or if you're just kind of feeling a little bit down in the dumps about whatever issues that you're facing, especially here on the Wavelength Wednesdays. Come on over and we'll talk about them if I don't have any kind of crazy glitches. So have a great day, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your art. Keep that chin up and have a craftacular day, y'all. Bye. Bye-bye.